Hey, welcome back to Grow New Plants. So today I'm going to up-pot the jalapenos, the early jalapenos that I planted. And these were planted 3/27, and so these have been almost 2 months, I guess. Is that right? 3/27, 4/27, today's the 26th, so almost 2 months. And I probably could have potted them up a little bit earlier, but again, with my pepper seeds, I planted them outside and it was still relatively cool. We got some cool weather after I planted them, so it took them a while to germinate. I should have started them inside. Next year I think I'll start them inside on heat mats, but anyway, they look healthy, they're good. They've still got plenty of time to make jalapenos. So I'm gonna do kind of like I did on some of the other ones. I'm gonna put 2 of them into 1 gallon Rootmaker pots, and I'm gonna put the rest of them in these 4-inch pots to give away or sell. And I'm doing the 2 in the 1 gallon pots because I'm gonna keep those. So I'm gonna put 1 in a grow bag and I'm gonna put 1 in my garden over there too. So I'm gonna do those first. So I'm gonna move the cameras in and then we'll start getting them out and see what the roots look like. Okay, so I've got, again, I did my soil mix. For the ones I'm putting in these pots, I did half of my startup mix, half of my up pot mix. So it's 25 perlite, 25, or 50 perlite, 50 peat moss. And then the other half of it is 25% peat moss and 75% bark mulch. So I just wanted to give it a little more substance for growing into these bigger pots. So we'll go ahead and pull it. I'm gonna pull out a couple of the bigger ones to put into these pots. So we'll take a look, see what they look like. So not super deep, but they're wide. So they got quite a bit of roots on there. They're holding together really well, so these ought to take off and do just fine. So I'll take these and pot these down into these pots. And I got more. I got a whole nother 60 cell tray. And I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of these 24 that didn't germinate, but the rest of them did. Some of them are bigger than others, but they'll all be fine. I got a little more soil over here. So we'll go ahead and pull out another one of the big ones. Oh, that's a decent looking one right there. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, that's really nice. It's got a lot of roots. I probably broke some of the roots off of that other one, so I'll take a little bit of that soil out for that one. That can go a little bit deeper. So they look really good. They ought to take off great. And I've talked about it before. I'll say it again in case you hadn't seen the other videos. These, you know, when you up pot these things and kind of disturb the roots a little bit, it kind of stimulates new growth on them. So they usually take off and start growing new roots really good after that. So the rest of these, I've got these 4-inch pots. So I'll just fill up several of these. And some of these are big enough root systems, they're just about gonna fill up these pots. So I'll take one. That's usually about half full maybe. We'll go ahead and start with some of these smaller ones. I'll go ahead and tag that one. I'm trying to get that fork deep down in there. So that's still, even a small plant, that's still a pretty nice little root system right there. And I just take them and fill them around. That's about all there is to it. I'll go ahead and do a couple more on camera, then I'll fast forward through the rest of them. Try and keep this short. I just mainly wanted you to see what they look like. Well, look at that sucker. That's one I should have put in the big pot. That's got a really good, almost a full root system. These are doing really well. That will take off and do great. So probably, I know with the tomatoes, usually about 2 weeks, they filled out these pots where they're ready to be planted in the ground. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just giving them enough time to go in here and fill out these pots where they can be transplanted. That's still, again, a really nice root system. I'm gonna pull one more big one out on camera, and then I'll just, I'll fast forward through the rest of them. Now I'm just gonna plant this one tray up today. I'll do the others tomorrow, but there's no need in doing all of these on camera. I'm gonna pull out this big sucker right here, and it's already got, some of them already got buds on them too. So they're already ready to start making peppers. Again, that's really nice. Those roots will take off and grow in these new pots and fresh soil like nothing. So these are early jalapeno, which I've never grown before. That's the variety, is called early jalapeno. So I'm assuming it means they produce earlier in the year than a normal jalapeno would. So I'll go and do one more. I got one more pot here. Looks good. And now the soil on these are just my half peat moss, half perlite with my Rootmaker 8 fertilizer in there. It'll help give them a little spurt. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'll fast forward through the rest of these and then we'll take a look at what we got. Okay, so I got them all planted up. So I got 15 here in these trays, and then these 2 I did in the 1 gallon Rootmakers. And I've got, like I said, I've got another 60 cell tray in there that's probably at least 45 to 50 good, nice size jalapeno plants in there. So I've got a lot more to plant up. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of show them to you. And I got to make sure I get a label in here so I know what these are. I got 3 different kinds of pepper plants. So anyway, that's about it. So hopefully I'll get some quite a few jalapenos off these things. I appreciate you watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.